HOA wanted me gone because I'm military. My lawsuit bankrupted their whole association. Have you ever wondered what happens when a homeowners association picks a fight with the wrong person? In the quiet suburban enclave of Willow Creek, Florida, Captain Marcus Reynolds, a decorated Army veteran, faced a nightmare that would unravel an entire community. Fresh off a deployment, Marcus returned to his modest two-story home, expecting peace. Instead, he found a letter from the Willow Creek HOA signed by its president, Karen Whitmore, demanding he remove the American flag he'd proudly hung in his front yard. The HOA claimed it violated their aesthetic standards because the flagpole was 3 feet taller than their strict 15-foot limit. Marcus, a man who'd risked his life for that flag, wasn't about to back down. Karen, a retired real estate agent with a reputation for ruling Willow Creek with an iron fist, didn't stop at the letter. She escalated quickly, slapping Marcus with $500 in fines for non-compliance. When he refused to pay, citing Florida law that protects homeowners' rights to display flags under 20 feet, the HOA doubled down. They filed a lawsuit demanding $5,000 in fines and legal fees, and threatened to place a lien on his property. Neighbors whispered about Karen's vendetta, some claiming she'd sneered at Marcus's military service, calling it an excuse to break rules. The tension was palpable, but Marcus, trained in resilience, decided to fight back not just for himself, but for every homeowner bullied by overzealous HOAs. The truth began to surface as Marcus dug into the HOA's actions. Florida Statute 720.304 explicitly allows homeowners to erect flagpoles up to 20 feet on their property, regardless of HOA rules, as long as they're structurally sound. Marcus had a permit from the city, and inspections confirmed his flagpole was compliant. Yet the HOA's lawsuit, backed by Karen's influence, pressed on. Marcus hired Jennifer Englert, an Orlando attorney specializing in HOA disputes, who uncovered a pattern of harassment. The HOA had a history of targeting newcomers, especially those who didn't fit Karen's vision of the perfect community. Englert found emails where Karen instructed the board to make an example of Marcus, hinting that his military status made him too entitled. A twist emerged when a neighbor, Sarah Thompson, a quiet librarian who'd lived in Willow Creek for a decade, came forward. Sarah had been fined $2,000 for planting roses without approval and was terrified of speaking out. But Marcus's stand inspired her. She provided Englert with recordings of HOA meetings where Karen boasted about running off residents who challenged her. Sarah's evidence revealed the HOA's mismanagement funds meant for community upkeep were being funneled into legal battles against homeowners. The HOA's reserve fund was dangerously low, a fact hidden from residents. Sarah's courage shifted the tide, rallying other neighbors to share their own stories of Karen's overreach. The courtroom showdown was electric. Marcus, in his dress uniform, faced Karen and the HOA's smug attorney. Englert dismantled their case, presenting the Florida statute, city permits, and Sarah's recordings. The judge, a no-nonsense veteran himself, was incensed. This HOA's actions border on abuse of power, he declared, citing the Service Members Civil Relief Act, which offers protections to active-duty military members against such lawsuits. He ruled in Marcus's favor, dismissing the HOA's claims and ordering them to pay his legal fees $15,000. But Marcus didn't stop there. Encouraged by Englert, he countersued the HOA for harassment, emotional distress, and violation of state law, seeking $100,000 in damages. The HOA's collapse was swift and brutal. Karen, blindsided by the countersuit, tried to rally the board, but the evidence was overwhelming. The judge awarded Marcus $80,000, citing the HOA's willful misconduct. The HOA, already strapped from years of Karen's frivolous lawsuits, couldn't cover the judgment. Their insurance carrier refused to pay, claiming the board's actions were grossly negligent. With no funds to appeal, the HOA faced bankruptcy. A Reddit post from a Willow Creek resident later revealed the board's desperation, noting they tried to levy a special assessment to cover the debt, but homeowners refused to pay, fed up with Karen's tyranny. By spring 2025, The HOA filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, unable to reorganize due to depleted reserves and mounting legal costs. Karen resigned in disgrace, selling her home to escape the community's scorn. Marcus's victory sent ripples beyond Willow Creek. His story, shared on social media and picked up by local news, inspired homeowners nationwide to challenge overreaching HOAs. He used part of his settlement to start a fund helping veterans fight similar battles, turning his ordeal into a beacon of hope. Willow Creek, now under new management, rewrote its bylaws to prioritize transparency and fairness. Marcus still flies his flag, a symbol of resilience and justice. What do you think? Did Marcus's fight expose a deeper issue with HOA power? Or was this just one bad apple like Karen? Share your thoughts below.